Hi, everyone. Welcome to our relationship webinar. Hi, everyone. So if you see right there, where was the hand sign when you click to let me know that you can hear me, there is a question mark sign, so you can click and type any question or anything that you need specific help with. This webinar will be around 60 minutes. And what I will do in the first 30 minutes, I will take you through the process. These are the 3 steps that you will learn, how to take control of any relationship, how to transform any relationship, no matter how challenging it may appear to be. Then I will take you through the specific, we will go through your relationship with money. So we will take care of that. And then I intend to leave maybe 15, 20 minutes for Q&A time, so you can ask any questions. Although, if you now click on the question mark sign, you can, yes, the relationship with money, we will talk about that. If there is any other relationship that you want, just type in. Only I can see what you are typing, so don't worry about that. Because last time when we did a webinar, a free webinar about relationships, we spoke about somebody was asking for help with the relationship with their daughter. Then we had a relationship with the father, and we were working on a romantic relationship. So whatever you need help with, you can type in, and then I will go through that towards the end. Now, what I would like to say in general, and I think this will be of great help, you know that everything in life is about relationships. Everything. So your relationship with your physical body affects your health. Your relationship with any members of your family, your friends, the people you work with, all of those relationships are affecting us. And also you have a relationship to your finances, relationship to your money, what is your business, or if you have a career, if you work for somebody, what is your relationship to money? So this process that you will go through has been tested. I have tested this in my own life, with my own family, and many of my clients have been testing this around the world. And every time you will find out, when you go through this process, every time you will find out something new about yourself. And I guarantee you, if you follow the process, you will see the results. 100%. I have had, sometimes the result comes up almost immediately as soon as you do this. And then because it takes your constant presence and awareness of your being, of your thinking, of your speaking, of how you feel, we need to constantly do this work on ourselves, because you see, you never stop thinking and you never stop feeling. So when you are aware how you think and what you feel and how you talk, then that gives you a great freedom. So you can take the control of your life in your hands. How can love and happiness and joy reveal itself to you in your relationships? it can do that only if you bring your awareness to love, if you bring your awareness to happiness, if you bring your awareness to joy, to what is right in your life, to what goes well. So pay attention. The process that you will learn is it is also called Tesla's physics. This is some basic Tesla's physics, because we will be talking about, and I was using the term outcoming and incoming, but actually it is outgoing and incoming. The outgoing signal comes from you, from where your physical body is located. So this is very important. Now, if you want to test this, and what I would like you to do right now, please pick up one relationship, one particular relationship that you want to change, that you want to transform. Okay? So what is important is your understanding that whenever something happens, it is good to observe the physical body, because the spirit is always healthy and the soul is eternal. Soul only knows life. So when something happens with the physical body, then we have to examine and find the cause. What is it? But with the physical body, you can go through your relationship with that specific part of your physical body. So if it is your hip, if it is your knee, if it is your back, or your whole body, examine and go and examine your relationship to your physical body. And this will be of great help to you. Okay, so here we go. The first step, and I'm recording this now, so you will get the recording, but I will also put this in an ebook, and I hope to publish also a short paperback, so you can have this process and take it with you in the pocket. Because one question that I have found consistently brings results and immediately brings you into the present moment. That question is, and this is something that you should train yourself to remember to ask every time you find yourself in a situation that you don't like, or if you find yourself talking to somebody you don't really like. Okay? So the question to ask is, what is my outgoing signal now? What is my outgoing signal now? Okay, so that is the question. Now, the 3 steps that you have to go in order to examine what is your outgoing signal, and you can pick up any member of family. So for those of you that have children, what is your relationship with your son or with your daughter? Okay? If you don't have children, you are somebody's child. What is your relationship with your mother or with your father? Okay? So examine that, but let's go okay, well, what we're going to do, we are going to go through the process. So the first thing that you have to do is ask, so this is a step number 1, ask, what are my unspoken thoughts about this relationship, about this person. So if we pick up, for example, the mother, so anybody who has, it doesn't matter what your relationship with your mother is, but just examine what are your unspoken thoughts about your mother. Okay, do you say to yourself, I always like what my mother talks about, or whatever. Observe what comes up. What are your unspoken thoughts? And you can choose any relationship. If it's an intimate relationship, if it's your partner, somebody you are with now, or if you are without a partner but you are looking to meet someone, what are your unspoken thoughts about that person that you want to meet? What do you talk to yourself in your head? So that's the first one. And it would be good if you get pen and paper and you just kind of write this down and observe what comes up. The second step is, what are your spoken thoughts? What do you speak to others? How do you talk to others about that person? How do you mainly talk to others about that person? So observe carefully that. Observe what comes up. And observe if in any of these relationships that you are working on now, are you assuming a role of a victim? Are you assuming a role of, are you giving your power away? Pay attention if you're giving your power away. And the third step is to go into the heart and observe the feeling that you hold in your heart when you think about that person or when you speak to others about that person. Observe the feeling. Do you have a feeling of anger? Do you have a feeling of disappointment? Do you have, what do you feel? Do you feel happy? Or do you feel fearful that maybe that person might do something that you don't like? So pay attention and be 100% honest with yourself, because this is the only way you will get the result. So now when you examine the spoken, the unspoken thoughts, and the feeling, you now know exactly what is the signal, the outgoing signal that goes out of your physical body towards that person, that goes out into the environment. And the physics, Tesla's physics says the outgoing and incoming signal always match. So what is that? How great freedom is that? That you know that when you look inside, you observe the spoken thoughts, you observe the unspoken, you observe the feeling, and then if you don't like it, change it. I found that it is, how can I say, the fastest way is to bring your awareness to something that makes you happy. Bring your awareness to a holiday that you went to and you enjoyed, or bring your awareness to your pets or any person that you love talking to, somebody who makes you happy. So quickly bring your awareness to generating happiness, to joy, to love in your heart. Okay, and then what I would like to say is I cover this person with a happiness blanket now. I found that um, immediately kind of helps me shift and move into a different field. Okay, and then when I do that, I can go and examine. So then you go and see, well, hold on a minute. What was I mainly thinking about this person? That's step number one. Number two, how do I talk to other people about this person? Okay. And number three, what is the feeling that I have mostly in my heart about this person? And every time it was a perfect outgoing signal that was matching the incoming. So the person was picking up. Or sometimes we can pick up what other person thinks about us or talks about us and how they feel about us, and then we can in a way start to we are sending them the signal. So they are sending outgoing signal, we are sending the incoming, but this can go forever unless one wakes up. So if you are aware what is going on, how the physical body is a perfect command system. Your physical body is the control system. So you have to bring your awareness to your thinking, to your speaking, and to the feeling, so that you know what is the signal that goes out of you. And when you are aware of that, you don't want to play any other game with anybody. You just want to work on perfecting that signal, because that will give you huge freedom. That this particular work will bring you result straight away. So go within you, take a pen and paper, sit down, and then take a look. Choose one relationship that is the most challenging to you to start with. Or if you have more people that have been challenging you recently, write down their names, go through the process, but be genuine, be 100% honest with yourself. How do you feel about these people? How you talk to them, to other people about them? And what is the feeling in your heart? So when you examine all three, you will find out what was your outgoing signal. And you know the law, the outgoing always matches the incoming. So this is great tool, and please do put this in practice. Take care of your relationships and you will take care of your life, of your happiness, of your health, of everything. But now what we are going to do, I will just show you how easy it is. And I would like everyone here on this call, so whether you are live or you are listening to the recording, please go through the process regarding money, regarding your finances. So let's take a look. And the first step, write down what do you mostly think when the thought about money comes up. So your money, your finances, your business, your career, anything related with money, what are your thoughts that you mostly hold in your head about your finances? Be honest with yourself 100%. You have to be honest. Do you say to yourself, oh, I'm not going to have enough, or I don't know how money is going to come, or I'm going to quickly run out of money, or oh, I don't know if I can go there, or if I can buy this, or if I can do this. I don't have enough money. I don't know. So pay attention, please. Okay? Now, this is what you hold in your head, what you don't say to people. But how, so the step number 2, how do you speak? What are your spoken thoughts? How do you speak to people about money? How do you speak to people? What do you say? If you go out with a friend, and I don't know, if you go to a restaurant or you go to a shop, or if friend invites you somewhere, what do you say? You say, yeah, fine, let's go. Oh, I don't know how much is this. I don't know if I can afford this. I don't know if I can pay for this. Oh, you know, you probably have more, or I never have enough. How do you talk to people about money? Okay, write that down. So be 100% honest. Do you say, I don't know how am I going to pay this bill? I've got bills coming up and I don't know how am I going to, or what are the expenses that you have every month? What is there that you have to pay every month? And then do you say, I'm going to pay this easily? The money will come, I don't know where from. You know, don't look for, we're going to go to the reverse process actually. So I'm just going first through you checking with yourself and being 100% honest. So the thoughts, how you speak to people, and what is the feeling. The third step is examine the feeling that you hold in your heart most of the time about money. Is there a feeling of fear that the money will run out? What is there the feeling? Okay, so now we are going to the reverse process. If you are writing this down, I want you to kind of scribble all of this, or you know, whichever way you can, cancel everything that you have written and rewrite first the thoughts about money. Where is the money coming from? How am I going to earn this money? How am I going to pay these bills? Have a look and then say, the money is coming effortlessly every day. I don't know where from, I don't know how, but I can pay all my bills easily. Each day, I am getting more and more money. Each day, my financial situation is getting better and better. Because what I'm asking you to do here is to step out of the logic of the mind and to step into creator's field of logic. So if you step into that field where you don't ask your mind to give you answers, you open up to infinite possibilities. So hold the thought that the money is coming in and you have the money to pay all your bills. You have money for everything that you want. And when you talk to people, when you see the bill come up, or you speak to people in your home about it, say that the bill will be paid. You don't know how, but you are confident that somehow the money will come up from somewhere. You are open to receive. You are allowing. the super intelligence, the divine cosmic intelligence to present the answer to you, to show you. So just hold the thought and talk to people. Expect the result. Expect that it will be easy and effortlessly. You know, there is, how can I say, when you do things from the goodness of your heart, when you are doing it genuinely, wanting to help everyone, you can't fail. All the forces in the cosmos will join together to help you, to support you. So it is so important that you examine and ask to do everything for the benefit of all humanity. So what you are doing in your private life, always seek in all relationships to be in harmony with everyone, to have that balance. And you will be amazed what great results you will have. And the feeling in your heart has to be that joy and happiness of having that, what you want. Because if you have what you want, you would be happy. But you have to first fine tune your outgoing signal to the universe, to the cosmos, to your environment, to your family, to the town where you live, the country where you live. Your outgoing signal has to be tuned in that frequency so that it can come to you. And keep in mind, the outgoing and the incoming signal always match. Your physical body is a perfect command system. It's the control system. Now you have the key to get into that frequency and have exactly what you want. Okay? So, practice. Please practice. Fine tuning your outgoing signal is so important. And affirm that you are dissolving into nothingness everything that is any barriers that you have put up. So let go. I have been doing some private sessions with clients, and then we found out that some of them have put up or they have developed the addiction to being attached to not having. I don't know if that makes sense. So pay attention. Are you addicted to not having money? This can be a great revelation to you. Are you addicted to telling people that you are supposed to struggle, that the situation is like this and this is it and that's it and I don't know what to do? Pay attention. Examine the spoken, examine the unspoken, and examine the feeling. This is the trinity that creates outgoing signal that goes out of your physical body, and it would bring you back the incoming signal. You are broadcasting into the whole cosmos, into the whole universe, that what you want to receive. Your outgoing signal that is created from your spoken and unspoken thoughts and your feeling is sending that signal to everyone. Okay, so Fine-tune your relationship to money. Fine-tune, take care of all your family relationships first, especially your relationship with your mother, with your father, if you have any siblings, brother, sister. Then if you have children, observe what you mainly think about each one of those people and how you speak to them and the feeling that you hold in your heart. And if you are not happy with that, change it. And they will respond. They will respond 100%. And I would love to hear from you. So the question that you should always ask yourself, what is my outgoing signal now? In the present moment, you have all the knowledge available to you. So no matter what is going on, no matter where you are, what situation you are facing, if you just bring your awareness to your outgoing signal and you fine-tune that, you change your thinking, you change your speech, and you accordingly align the feeling in your heart. If you want a happy outcome, you have to align to that with all the 3 steps that I have just given to you. And this will bring you success 100%. It's been tested by so many people. So please put this in practice. Practice love, practice happiness, practice joy. And do let me know. You don't need to depend on anyone or anything. You can fine-tune your own thinking, your own speaking, your own feeling, and send the outgoing signal that will tell the universe, that will tell everyone, what do you want, so that you can get exactly that. Okay, so if there are any questions, I hope this was of great help to you, because I would love you to put this in practice. Because if we don't put things in practice, we don't really know. And if you go through each one of these steps, you check what is it, what each step is for you, and then you change that. If you don't like it, you change it. You make a conscious decision. Okay, so I'm just going to see if there are, I'm going to read, sorry. I'm just reading some of the comments that some of you have been posting. I have a good relationship with my body. I have no problem with my body. I love my body. That's great. Yes, please do that. That is really important. Thank you, Anna. Very helpful to double check that what I have been doing over the last few months right. Yes, please. What is happening also is whatever is going on in our life, it will show, whatever is going on inside you, it will show outside. It will show in your relationships, it will show in the place that you are moving, that you are working, where your physical body is located. So that is very important. Okay, so I started thinking about improving my health, and 3 months down the road, I find myself a lot healthier and happier with other people around me. Yes. Do I work with mental handicaps? I have a son, 28 years old, very bad relationship, don't know how to handle this situation. He might have to go into home for retarded handicap. Okay, so let's take care of this. We have a person who has a family member with disability, and if it's any, so it doesn't matter if it's a son or a daughter or a parent or anybody that you look after. Okay, so the first thing is because here we are talking about somebody's son, examine your unspoken thoughts about your son and about his condition. Okay? So examine your unspoken thoughts. So if we are talking about the person with any disability or mental health issues, it doesn't matter. You first have to examine, if you are looking after that person, examine your thoughts. Okay? What do you mostly think about that family member? But you have to be 100% honest with yourself. Now, examine how you speak to other people about that family member. What do you say? Do you say that he's going to get better? Or do you think that his situation is hopeless, that there is no way out? That, be 100% honest. Examine carefully. What are your spoken thoughts? How do you speak about that family member to other people? And how do you speak to that family member? How you speak to them? And then what is the feeling in your heart that you hold most of the time? Do you feel sometimes upset, or you feel annoyed, or do you feel fearful for some reason? Observe and be 100% honest with yourself. This is your inner checking. You have to observe what is the spoken thought, the unspoken thought, and the feeling about this particular family member. That this creates the signal, outgoing signal that goes out of your physical body. What is that signal? What does it say? Is there a hope? Is there a signal? What is, or is it just a worrying? Or do you hold a happy thought of a happy outcome? No matter what is the situation, that one happy thought of a happy outcome has huge power over any negative thought, any disempowering thought. So right now, take pen and paper, sit down and write the thoughts. I'm changing my thinking about this person. So think that somehow the solution will appear. Somehow something will happen, and you are open. You are open to aligning yourself with the super intelligence to bring you the solution. And then you start talking to people and to that person that somehow the solution is coming. The happiness is the outcome. You don't know how right now, but you want to hold that thought. You want to entertain that thought, and you want to invite that feeling of joy and happiness that that person has become better, that something has happened and the situation has changed so much in the most beneficial way for everyone involved. So please go slowly through the process. If you find that you can't do this straight away, don't worry. Just take some time to yourself. You have to have at least 30 minutes that you go somewhere, you close the door, you get a pen and paper, and you sit down and you write, but do write what you want. Don't write what you don't want. Go through the first step of writing changing your thinking. And then be careful when you speak to people that your speech has changed, that you are speaking differently because you are expecting a happy outcome for everyone. And then go into that feeling because you now know, you now have a great freedom because you know that your thinking, your speaking, and your feeling create outgoing signal that goes into the universe, goes into your environment, and people are picking that up. So you want to step into the field of happiness in your heart. You want to have that joy of receiving the positive outcome, the happy outcome. It doesn't matter what is going on, what kind of situation you have, what relationship you're working on. I have worked with someone who had to leave their house because of something going on. It was quite challenging, but the person was, when they examined their thinking and their speaking and their feeling, they were constantly thinking that something bad might happen. They were talking to other people about things that were going on around that were bad, and then they were feeling fear in their heart. So the outgoing signal was perfect. It was matching, and it was bringing them more of that. So when I said, how about you now send and cover that person with happiness blanket, or just think of one happy moment that you have maybe had with that person, generate that feeling of happiness in you and allow yourself to be happy, allow yourself to tune into that happiness. You deserve to be happy, you deserve to be loved, you deserve to feel joy in your heart. So that is the outgoing signals. I'm going to quickly read another. I'm writing to get a divorce. Since last 5 years we are not together and going through legal cases. What should I do in relationship healing to get divorce immediately? Okay. So I'm not sure if I will be able to answer all the questions and comments here, but let's see. Okay, so this was so this is about someone who is trying to get divorced and they're going through a legal case. Okay, so let's examine what is your relationship to that divorce or to that legal case. If you're going through and through the divorce and you want divorce now, observe what do you think most of the time about that. Is it do you think that you will get divorced easy, that it will come very quickly, or do you think that it's maybe going to take some time? Okay, so first examine your relationship to that case, to your divorce case. Okay, and now step number 2, how do you talk to other people about your divorce and about that whole case? What do you say to people? Do you say it's going to be difficult, it's going to take time, I don't know how long is this going to last, we are not together, but we've been together and this is going on for the last 5 years. Observe how you talk to people about your divorce, about the case, and what is the feeling in your heart If you are thinking that this divorce case may take longer, or what is the feeling? Do you feel annoyed? Do you feel upset? Do you feel what? What do you feel? Do you feel angry about this whole situation? Okay? And now see what is the outcoming signal that is coming out of your physical body towards this. And the outcoming and incoming always match. Sorry, the outgoing and incoming always match. Okay, so yes. So you see, if you feel upset, if you feel angry, if you feel cheated, then you are sending that is your outgoing signal that goes into the cosmos, and it's bringing you back more upset, more anger, and more cheating. Can you see? It's always a perfect match. But now you have the tool. Now you know that you can change this. Okay? So take a look. What are the thoughts that are most beneficial thoughts that you should hold in your head regarding this divorce case? The divorce case is coming easily, and it is the whole case has been is for in the best possible way. What you want to do, you want to create harmony and balance. So you say that this court case is going to be resolved in the most beneficial way for everyone. You ask for harmony, you seek balance and harmony. That is very important. And then when you talk to other people about it, you just say, well, I have this divorce case, it's going on, and I don't know how, but I'm open to receiving all the benefits and closing this in the most beneficial way for everyone involved. So pay attention to how you speak to other people about it. You have to take a conscious decision to change. And now, when you know that your divorce case has been successfully completed in no time, what feeling does that bring to your heart? So step into that feeling now. Because if you have what you want, how would you feel? You would feel happy. You would feel joyous. Yeah? So the thinking, so first consciously choose what are the most beneficial thoughts that you should keep in your head about this. And then when you talk to people, make sure that you talk that you are expecting a happy outcome for all involved. You are expecting, you don't know how, you don't want the answer, you're not looking to your mind to give you an answer. You're reaching out to a cosmic super intelligence to bring you the answer that will be benefiting everyone. And then go into the feeling of happiness, because now you've got exactly what you want. All three are sending outgoing signal. And you know the law, the outgoing always matches the incoming. So what can you expect if your outgoing signal is happiness and joy? You tune into that frequency and it comes perfect. Happiness and relief. Yes, yes, you get happiness, you get relief, that everything is being sorted in the most beneficial way for everyone. But hold on to the happy thought of a happy outcome. You see, this process that I'm teaching you right now is not, how can I say, I have noticed that people get results really fast when they tune in. But depending on what you are working on, if you go slowly through it and then examine carefully, I have been absolutely, I was shocked when I was examining some of my thinking, some of my own, the way I spoke about somebody, and then the feeling of discontent that I was having in my heart. And of course, it was perfectly matching. The signal that was coming out of my physical body was perfectly matching what I was receiving. But this gave me a great sense of freedom because I knew that I can change it and that I have tools now that work. And from all the knowledge that I have been receiving recently in the last couple of years, I know that the physical body is a control system. And now you know your physical body is the control system, the most perfect command system. The signal that comes from your physical body is always matching that what is incoming. And what is happening inside you, you see around you, the people around you, especially the closest family members, or if you are in intimate relationship, they will tell you the thoughts that you hold in your head about them, how you speak about them when they are not present, and the feeling that you hold in your heart. Everything now is becoming more personal. We really have to take care of our inner space so that our outer shows that. We really need to take care of our inner peace if we want to see peace in our country and the peace in the world. That is so important, and now more than ever. So we have come to, to the end of this webinar. I really hope that this information has been helpful to you, that you will go and put this in practice. And please email me, let me know. You will get a recording, and I intend to put this in writing as an ebook or even like a paperback with, so you can take. um, Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. This was phenomenal. Thank you. I'm reading some of your comments here. So beautiful webinar. Much love. Much love to you too. Thank you so much. Thank you everyone who has interacted and posted comments and questions. I am really looking forward to hearing of your success, because now you have something that you can put in practice. And then, do email me, let me know, because it would be wonderful to get this going and to send. You can share this method with anyone, with your family members, with your friends, with your work colleagues, anybody that comes to you and tells you about a relationship issue that they have with somebody, whether it's a person or whether it's their money situation, or if it's a health issue. Please observe and take time. It's really important that you take time and you go within with these 3 steps. Because when you realize how, and I have tested all of this myself, I have gone through the most difficult relationship that I have ever had, and I was a very good victim. It was everybody else's fault. Nothing was ever my fault. And you know what? I didn't like that. Something didn't match. So when I sat down and I observed what was I mostly thinking about this person, what was I talking about that person to others, and the feeling that I had in my heart, the feeling that I had most of the time was I was in fear that this person would do something. And guess what? My outgoing signal was a perfect match. I was sending out fear, being worried, and I was getting back more of that. So thank you. I will share my success story soon. Lots of love. Macro salvation. Yes, please do share your success stories, because we can only change the world and help everyone by starting with our own self first, starting to change our thinking, the way we speak, and our feeling. And this, the moment you get your first success with this method, it will give you tremendous amount of freedom. You will be feeling so great, and I know that. So do put this in practice, and I'm looking so much forward to hearing from you. If you want my help, let me know. You can do We can do some fine tuning in a private session. We can connect on Skype, we can connect on WhatsApp, or if you want, take our 3-month online course, Love, Happiness, Joy. That will definitely tune you into more love, happiness, and joy. So when you are ready, please email creativeandharmonious@gmail.com. We also have a new webinar coming up next Friday. I will announce that in our Higher Consciousness Technologies group. And this will be something very unusual, something that will intrigue you, I'm sure, very, very much. This will be information about the life of the soul. I don't think this information has been given yet, and I will post about that in the next couple of days. So thank you so much for being here. Look after yourself, and we will connect soon. Bye for now.